both trying to secure their first win.
Boy, Moffitt's all over him. He can nudge him if he wants to.
Deep into the corner, gives him a little bump.
Moffitt's going to nudge him, I believe. He's got 2 chances to do it.
The white flag lap. Ben Kennedy trying to hold off Moffitt.
Great corner by Ben Kennedy. Strong exit. I don't think Moffitt can get there.
Ben Kennedy through 3 and 4. He's going to do it. Ben Kennedy wins at Bristol.
Looks like just probably some damage, Kevin, from earlier contact and rubbed the right front fender. And
yeah, I saw somebody smoking, and I have a feeling that it was probably his car and his tire hitting that fender, and that's the result of it.
Benny Gordon right now shown in 27th, and I'm surprised as we get confirmation that Tyler Reddick does get the free pass.
They had that thing on there. We didn't have it in our cars at the time, and everybody realized if you had one of those, you might be able to pull that throttle back and save yourself. In case a carburetor throttle spring broke or something like that. Yeah, anything is to give you a chance. Billy Johnson back out for another run, Chris. Well, Jeff, earlier you were wondering about the digital dash.
There's a look at that 63 of Pierce. Oh, and he's going around. Bobby Pierce around and into the wall.
checkered flag was already flying. A little bit of damage to the right rear of that truck.
And that's a big deal because that puts the 80 of Shipley in the race and qualifying in the top 5 there, and that's what he had to do to make the race, and that's what these qualifying races are all about. So.
Around, so NASCAR stops this, and the clock starts back.
So there's Enrique Baca. He's out of the 13 car. Had a nice run up through the first couple of high-speed corners, but then coming to the keyhole and then exiting right here.
Yeah, you can see got a little bit loose, had to chase it out there, and then there's just not enough runoff room from that point. Once he got into that grass, the splitter dug in, and you can see the damage that it did to his car, and then a lot of the parts and pieces were laying back up there on the car. So that some pretty extensive repairs.
Found the barrier. There it is. Holy cow, wow.
He got all the way through the tires and looked like he even got into the concrete wall before he got up on top of it.
Bell was running 19th before he slid all the way through the sand trap. This is right after they crossed the start-finish line at high speed, probably 3rd gear, maybe not hitting 4th, and something did not work well for Matt's car as he went to the left-hander.
Yeah, that has the makings of a throttle sticking or something like that. I would think that even if your brakes quit working right there, you could get it turned and slowed down through the sand trap there.
The tires are, maybe he doesn't push that truck, gives it a lap or two in order to cool off and maybe go back at Matt again.
Patrick Staropoli bringing out the caution for the 3rd time tonight.
Rough night for Patrick. He's been into the outside wall a couple of times. Michael, what do you decide now? We've got 25 laps to go. Do we come in for our last set of tires?
You're going to tell me right now, walking into TMS, what it would be like for you to be here racing?
It would be a dream come true. I mean,
from a teenager with a goal to a man who's achieving
and to come
it.
Here and actually get to race would just be, I mean, just be amazing. It'd be a dream come true.
After a decade of practice, 40-year-old Weatherford businessman Ted Miner got the call from Daytona.
But it was a great moment. I mean, it was very exciting.
He's one of just a few dozen drivers debuting in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. It's an entry-level race, but getting there
It's a very long, demanding process to become a NASCAR driver.
took serious time.
We've been working on that for about 10 years. Wow. 7 days a week.
Rejected 3 years ago, this time around, Miner proved he had the skills. His first NASCAR appearance was last month in Virginia. Now he'll race again this summer in St. Louis and Iowa.
Miner says he understands it could be some time, if not years, before he has the chance to race here at Texas Motor Speedway. But he says he's okay with that.
I mean, if you have a goal, you have to stick to it. Even if it takes years, it takes that personal dedication and sacrifice, and you can't give up.
And as fast as he goes around the track,
I mean, it took my breath away.
he hasn't forgotten to slow down and enjoy the ride. Lawrence